What is happening, everybody? The craziness with Sadia the Khan. Did you see what I did there? That was good. Come on. The craziness continues with Sadia Khan versus Goob, aka John Dorsey, which I think she named Darcy. In her subpoena, or I guess letter of suing. So Sadia Khan is suing the guy who posted all the information about her affair with the engaged man.
What are you going to do about it? I'll suck his dick if you have an attitude.
Okay, so here's a summary of what's going on if you're new to this. On the last couple of episodes, there was a guy on Instagram. His name is Goob. What he does is he calls out people for Photoshop. So we found out that Sadia Khan is Photoshopping her videos to look slimmer, which is kind of fucked up because she kind of preaches about, self-confidence and being happy with yourself and to be a high-value woman, all that kind of bullshit. You know what? If you hear on Instagram anyone giving advice with an English accent, close that shit. Okay? And there's a combination of things. If it's an English accent and they still live in the UK, it's fine. Okay? If they live in Scotland or Wales or Ireland, major plus. If they live in London, meh. Now, they have an English accent and they live in Dubai. Close that shit and unfollow that person so the algorithm does not feed you more garbage, because it's mostly garbage, right? And yeah, there are, we can stereotype. We can do that. I allow it on this channel. This channel allows stereotyping people. Like Russians in Dubai, bro, this person is trafficking human beings, right? That's how he's making his money, okay? But yeah, okay. Let's. I mean, who are we kidding? Okay, that Russian girl in Dubai is not there for I'm here for business. Okay, I do modeling agency. No, you are a kidnapped escort. You were kidnapped at 13. You were forced into prostitution, and now you're in Dubai, and a rich sheikh is taking a dump on your chest. Okay, that's what's happening. We all know that. Why are we hiding this? Anyways, back to Sadia Khan. So she retaliated with crazy comments that are like way out of character, right? Obviously, it's not really out of character. It's in actual character because everything on Instagram is not real. So her true kind of personality kind of came off with comments like these, telling him you're a midget who watches animal porn or pornography and hates women. Very, very bizarre stuff. And then after that, John Dorsey took it up a notch and he found audio messages that some of you said could be AI. And I've made a video about it where she is telling an engaged man's fiance who found out about the affair. She sent her this. Let's play the voice note.
What are you going to do about it? I'll suck his dick if you have an attitude. And I can do it today if I want to.
Go on.
And I can do it on your wedding day and your birthday.
Okay, well, we'll see.
After.
Okay.
I've been in situations where he's been with you in a social setting. He'll call me after.
A lot of people called out that this might have been fake. And Sadia Khan actually proceeded to file a suit on John Dorsey. And here is a picture of the letter from the lawyer. I am not going to read it for you, but it's basically she's suing him for defamation, right? Now, John Dorsey counterattacked with his lawyer by stating that they provided evidence that this was actually real. So it's actually real. It's not fake. And what John Dorsey did, let me give you a summary of what he did because it's fucking crazy. He teamed up with a guy who does, I guess, interviews with like famous people or whatever, or famous influencers. And that guy got on a video call with Sadia. The video call was being recorded. She had no idea. Now, they have screenshots of Sadia talking about the affair with the guy himself, talking about how, she's a one-nighter, booty call, shit like that. I don't remember the text. I'm just remembering off the top of my head. So the first thing John wanted to do is make sure that the number is real, because a lot of you said, this could be faked. So the guy just kind of casually asks her for the number, right? And Sadia confirms the phone number, and then the guy shows the screenshot on the screen while he's on a video call with Sadia. And then you can slowly see Sadia's soul escaping her body as she sees the screenshots.
So just to confirm, I was given like two different numbers. I have one here. I don't know which one might be yours, or maybe like the assistant. It says 97158549337. Is that wrong?
3719?
Yeah.
That is correct.
There you go.
Okay. So it's got my team's number on there. Yeah, because my number on there is going, because that's the number that you get when you join my WhatsApp group.
But so just to be clear, in 2021, you didn't have a relationship with this person. You guys weren't.
Never had a relationship with this person. There is zero chance of me being somebody's side chick. I've got evidence of us. I've got pictures of us. We got married in 2022. We've got embryos in January 22. So we've got evidence that we were obviously together for way longer than that. Is there a way that we can avoid talking about the screenshots altogether? I know it's hard, and you can keep the original video up. I don't mind. You can do what you need to do. Only in that moment when I feel like I'm defending myself, my go-to is to become rude and disrespectful. 100% my nature, which I really need to work on. This is definitely a lesson for that. I was like, who are you fucking talking to? I was like, if I wanted to, I could suck your dick on his wedding day.
And in the end of the interview, she goes, if we can just make the screenshots, if we can not put the screenshots, I'd be highly appreciative of that. Yeah. You got to do what you got to do, talk about whatever you want to talk to, but let's not put the screenshots. All right. No, that shit is out on the internet and it's done. Okay. And guys like me who basically have no content are making content. So thank you. Because I really have nothing to talk about. This is like the first thing I'm passionate about on this channel. I've done, fitness content in the last, several months. I'm trying to build this channel up, and I just lost passion because I already have another YouTube channel with 1.5 million that I talk about fitness all the time, and I was like, I can't keep doing this, and I'm tired. So this is content. This is the kind of shit that I like to talk about. Okay, this is the kind of shit that gets my gears going. So yeah. So now she's pretty much fucked because now we have a clip of her admitting to that's her phone number, that's her screenshot. She also admits, here's the crazy part. She also admits that when someone kind of pisses her off or crosses her, she tends to kind of lose her mind. And she says it very casually. Watch this clip.
In that moment when I feel like I'm defending myself, my go-to is to become rude and disrespectful. 100% my nature, which I really need to work on. This is definitely a lesson for that.
So you can see that she kind of just casually plays it like, yeah, I kind of go crazy. Something I need to work on, right? I just kind of go fucking insane, mate. This is like me going on a podcast, constantly telling people that they should eat healthy. But I secretly eat McDonald's every day. And I don't know, jerk off with the fries on. Some crazy shit like that. Like extreme opposite of everything that I preach. This is like, imagine David Goggins, like after all the shit that he preaches about self-discipline and all that, turns out to be pathological masturbator. For example, like he masturbates 7 times a day. So like complete opposite shit of what you'd expect. This is the case. But it's honestly not surprising because I've been telling people for so many years on my Arabic channel, not here, that the Instagram is not real. Nothing is real on Instagram. Here's a statistic that will interest you. Do you know that people who rent apartments on average have savings less than $12,000? Isn't that fucking crazy? Everyone's broke. You're fucking poor. Why are you driving that Lambo and you're living in an apartment? We see that a lot, especially in the fitness industry. We see bodybuilders or trainers who are living in condos or apartments while driving a supercar. Bro, your car can't be more expensive than your dwelling. That is bad financial decisions, you idiot. Get yourself a fucking proper house with a nice garage where you can put your cars in, or a nice home where you can build a family. I don't know. You don't have to build a family. Get a couple of dogs, a cat, a tortoise, whatever. Some people are getting iguanas now. That's all. Just get a house, okay? Why are you living in a 2-bedroom and driving a Lambo? So the internet is not a real place, but it's crazy how shit is escalating with Sadia and John Dorsey. Also, John Dorsey randomly posted this video of Sadia Khan and her wedding. Let's zoom in on the nose. Yeah, that is a different nose. That is not the same nose. That is a different nose. Yeah, so she's had surgery. Why are you preaching confidence if you're doing all this shit? I just don't understand. Like, could you not have found another niche? Does she even have a degree? Is it Dr. Sadia? Or what is it? Holy shit. Here's another update. What the hell? Someone purchased a website from GoDaddy, sidepiecesadia.com. What the fuck? You have to admit, as fucked up as the internet is, God bless the people. This is gold material. Internet is a crazy place, and once you fuck up, everything will be out there. That's why I'm one of the people. I'm the type of personality that doesn't like to know anything. That reminds me of a story. I swear that's a true story. I swear on my children's life that's a true story. I'm not making this up for the sake of the podcast. Okay. I once go to a restaurant. I'm on a date, and I see one of my acquaintances. He's not a friend. He's like kind of an acquaintance. Like, I've known him. I know his girlfriend or his wife, whatever. And he knows that I know her and know him. So I see him at the restaurant. I don't really say hi. We just kind of lock eyes for a couple of seconds. And I'm the type who's like, no, I don't want to face this. I hope he did not see me, because I genuinely don't want to know. I hate knowing any information. If you see me at the gym and I say, how are you? Please just say, good. I don't want to know anything. Right? So then a couple of days later, I see him at the gym. And then he says, he has a French accent, says, hey, how are you? You saw me I saw you at the restaurant. Yeah, I did. Yeah. And he was like, I know you think something. No, I don't think anything. I didn't see I didn't have my glasses on. You were with a guy friend, right? Just say you were with a guy friend so we can move on. And the girl he was with was tatted everywhere. Her tits were choking her. Like one of those all the way here kind of things. Tattoo crawling up her fucking, neck and face. And then he goes, this was just my lawyer and we're just having a business conversation. I'm just like, definitely, bro. Absolutely. Seems like a very legitimate lawyer. So yeah, this is why I'm the type of guy that is very low key in everything. Because once you're kind of popular, anything you do is out. Now imagine this guy is not popular. No one knows anything, but I know, right? And I'm guessing if I've seen it, probably a lot of other people seen it. It's a small town. So the point of the story is just don't be a piece of shit human being. Right? Don't be a shitty human. Sadia is a shitty human being. Like, those replies and the way she answers, the passive aggressiveness, that is batshit type. I'll admit to something though. I can, as a man, I can vouch that she is probably great in the sack. Like, those type of crazy women are usually, good in bed. But that's all there is to it. Right? Aside from that, isn't she married? Apparently she is married. How come we never talk about the husband? We never talk about the husband. Remember that couple that got caught in the Coldplay show? It was all about the man having the affair, No one mentioned the woman that's fucking married and has kids. And her husband is just like fucking watching this whole shit show unveil. And of course, the wife of the billionaire, when she makes her first public statement, it's all like, power to her, you go girl. But no one really, like, no words from the poor fucking husband who's probably working his ass off. Obviously, because the woman works, so I'm guessing he shares responsibility at home with the kids, which fucking sucks. And yeah, poor guy. We never talk about the poor guy that's being cheated on. Sadia's husband, I am sorry for you, sir. I am thinking of you. I am thinking more of you than I am thinking of Sadia. I barely prepared for this video. I was sim racing. I got a simulator behind me. I finished 2 races. I looked at my watch. It's 2:52 a.m. I was like, fuck, I gotta film this. But it's good content that I like to post. But yeah, nothing on the internet is real. Everything is fake. Most of the cars you see are rented. Don't trust anyone who lives in Dubai. And please give me a follow and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next episode. If there are any updates or if there's anything worth, gossiping about, I am totally down for that. I'll be talking about Miley Cyrus in the next video. Because I don't know if you've seen her or not. I thought that was the actor that's preparing for the Gollum movie, Smeagol from Lord of the Rings. Yeah. All right, we're done here.